These people are very smart, and they see their lived experience every day, whether it's in New York City or throughout other major cities in this country and other states, that their lived experience is worse. And their lived experience is worse because of policies of the powerful, the wealthy. And I think Raheem Kassam has just put it up. The first statement I think I made from Danbury was about 4 weeks ago, September 26th. I said, victory is at hand. That you can see the collapse of this kind of phony campaign by Kamala Harris, the politics of joy, right? And she had nothing to back it up whatsoever. And you could see the beginning in the polls start to come our way. I'm very proud that the war room has had President Trump's back, and particularly has been the platform for the grassroots movement to have their voice heard. And I said at that time that with the hard work of the get out the vote effort and the election integrity effort, that we were on the cusp of having an incredible victory that could actually be a potential landslide. Now we come to today, and I'm finally out of being a political prisoner by the Merrick Garland, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi regime. Okay, for standing up for my political beliefs against an illegitimate committee in the House that did not have a ranking member, it did not have minority counsel. I went to a federal prison for 4 months. Now, Nancy Pelosi and Kamala Harris and Merrick Garland thought they were going to do two things. Number one, they were going to shut down the war room and not have that as a voice for the grassroots movement of MAGA in this country. And number two, great pay. Well, I think you can see today, I am
someone told you were looking like that.
Empowered by my 4 months at Danbury Federal Prison.
Did they give you a comb, my man?
Because I was able
pair of scissors for
that
hair.
And to learn from working class minorities, young African American men and Hispanic men, and yes, Puerto Rican men, about what their lives are and what the queen of mass incarceration, which is what they believe that Kamala Harris is.
What?
She refuses, and she has refused as Bortazar, to commence any mass deportations of illegal alien or illegal migrant criminals in this country. And today, President Trump with the angel moms actually had to say, we need to set up a form of restitution to reimburse these folks. Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris, as the board has refused to do that and continue on the mass incarcerations. Now, President Trump, and quite frankly, with the visionary leadership at the time of Jared Kushner, President Trump came with the most significant prison reform bill ever created, the First Step Act. And today, 6 years after and 4 years into the Biden regime, of which Biden in 2020 promised and committed to dramatically decrease the number of incarcerations in federal prisons, and nothing has been done. Nothing has been done. You know, this is criminal negligence by the highest, at the highest levels of BOP, Bureau of Prisons, and the Justice Department. You have particularly minorities, African Americans, and Hispanic men and their families being broken, rotting in federal prisons, when the First Step Act is very clear of what's supposed to happen, and all they do is get spun and spun and spun. The system is broken. Bureau of Prisons is broken. This is not about Danbury and not about the individual. Many good individuals are working at Danbury Federal Prison. The system of the BOP, the system of the Justice Department is broken. They have weaponized the Justice Department against a political movement, a conservative grassroots movement that's had President Trump's back, and from the dark days of February, March, and April of 2021 is on the cusp of the biggest political comeback in the history of this nation, led by grassroots people, everyday Americans. including, as we know now from the polling, and the reason I said we're on the cusp of a massive victory, she is failing to connect with minority men, Hispanic and African American men. Now, why is that? They understand what the scam is. They understand that this administration purposely let in millions of illegal alien migrants, illegal aliens, to drive down labor costs. The Federal Reserve said it from the very beginning, we're going to drive down labor inflation by getting more unskilled workers here and putting pressure on the lowest skill sector we have. And they were successful, and they brag about being successful. The minority community understands that. They understand the scam and the con of what Kamala Harris has done. In addition, she has failed to do for political reasons. The reason the First Step Act is not implemented among minorities is because Kamala Harris and Merrick Garland and Joe Biden in the White House and Nancy Pelosi understand it'd be a massive political win for President Trump. And that's why they're failing to do it. They thought they would shut down the war room and take our power away. The show is bigger and more powerful than it's ever been. And please, it's not a podcast. We take the live streaming television show every day and the radio show, and we turn it into a podcast. So my brothers and sisters at CNN, when you say the podcast number is off slightly, right? It hasn't. We were the largest podcast, but we're streaming. We stream on television, and we play on radio and online. And Nancy Pelosi thought a federal prison was going to break me. Well, it empowered me. God bless you. It empowered me. I am more empowered today, more focused today, sharper today, in better shape today than I've ever been in my entire life. So Nancy Pelosi, suck on that. The desperation of Kamala Harris and her campaign is obvious. They went from the politics of joy, and we were the first ones to call it, to
Joy.
Darkness and night falls on America, and they pivoted hard. You know why?
The joy of lying.
Her incoherent explanation for what the politics of joy is.
The joy of
everybody.
lying.
So she had to go back to the same playbook. Trump's a fascist. His followers are not deplorables, they're fascist. That they're a danger to the country. Well, you know who doesn't buy this? Working class people don't buy it. And particularly African American and Hispanic men do not buy it.
You are a white man telling us who's buying it?
Department of Danbury.
Man, I ain't buying it. I'm a white woman, so throw me up in that mix, child. I'm not buying you right now. You're weird.
I had, I think, close to 100 students in 3 different classes.
Is this a commercial for you?
The later classes were minority men, African American, Hispanic.
I once knew a black guy. His name was Tyrone. Everybody knew him. You know Tyrone,
right? If you had a chance to read Vanity Fair, the cover story on our populist nationalist beliefs, you can see that it talks about economics. And it talks about the way the system works, the financial system in this country, how it's inextricably linked to the political system. And you can't understand what's going on until you understand how the economy, how the Federal Reserve, how deficits, how they play into the politics of the day. That much that you see on television is just professional wrestling when it comes to politics, and there's not the thing itself.
You just won't understand until you understand. I'm telling you.
That these young men,
especially African Americans and Puerto Ricans,
drug offenders.
Oh dear.
They have, quite frankly, a lot of years in prison. These people came to this with a new awakening, and that is the awakening the American people are going through. The system is not only broken, the system is rigged against the working class of this nation. And I saw at Danbury that we're going to move past the politics of race.
Well, then stop bringing it up, you banana head. What the hell do you know about working class? What are you talking about?
Get to what is important, and that's the politics of money. And once we get to the politics of money, there's going to be some fundamental changes in this country. I want to thank you folks for coming. I'm far from broken, and I appreciate you guys attending. And I will tell you, if President Trump's grassroots forces combine as we can combine right now, you're going to see unbelievable numbers next Tuesday. However, the Democrats are not going to give up. They just hired Mark Elias. And you only hire Mark Elias, who I think is the toughest election lawyer in the country. You only hire Mark Elias when you want to go to the mattresses. They understand they can't beat us at the ballot box. We're going to have a reprise of 2020, where they're going to try to do everything humanly possible,
except for wash our hair,
nullify Trump's election and delegitimize his second term. And I can tell you right now that the working class people in this country, the middle class people in this country, that support
name some more things.
John
Just start
Trump
naming stuff.
are not going to let that happen.
Yeah. We're all with you, pal. Boy, you named everybody, so way to go.
Tim Miller.
Where would we be without
Do you have the pukas on today, or we have the pearls?
I'm clear. No.
Pukas or pearls? No pukas or pearls?
No pukas today.
This is Tim Miller, one of my favorite guys from MSNBC in the poll work. Used to be the spokesman for the Republic. When I met Tim as a younger man, he was the spokesman for the RNC, the old RNC, the establishment.
The old one.
The RNC of Mitt Romney, not the RNC of
Mitt
Romney.
Oh, he's the old one. Are you? What?
On your Not a Podcast today that the fight will continue from November 5th to Inauguration Day.
Yes.
With January 6th being a key part of that.
Yes.
Are you planning an encore from the last?
No, Jamie Raskin. I think, Tim, what you ought to focus on is Jamie Raskin. Jamie Raskin saying right now, if they take the House by one seat, that they will go back to their committee report and they will say President Trump's an insurrectionist, that Bannon went to prison, Navarro went to prison, President Trump's been indicted, and they will sit there and go, hey, the Supreme Court may have issued a 9-0 opinion about him being on the ballot, but it doesn't mean we have to sit him as president. This is what they're thinking up right now. Nancy Pelosi gave an interview to Rolling Stone magazine. She said her number one priority is to make sure that Donald Trump is not only not elected or re-elected president of the United States, but he never sets foot in the White House. Nancy Pelosi and Jamie Raskin right now are thinking about, and they're very open about it, of not certifying a Trump victory on November 5th. And that's not me saying, that's Jamie Raskin saying it.
I'm not a bot. He says Lloyd Hill is a bot.
We are going to make sure that Kamala Harris doesn't win on November 5th. We're highly confident. We've seen the polls. You've seen the numbers coming in. We're going to look.
Leonard Ramirez has a lot to say.
We believe that, and the reason we like democracy, we're winning, right?
TT says Steve rocks.
But you do agree with me on Jamie Raskin, that Jamie Raskin's already said they're not going to certify President Trump.
I don't agree with that. I do wonder though, you're teaching civics.
Jesus.
You're out of prison.
Oh, jeez.
Looking back on the last January 6th and the fact that you incited a mob that ended
That would be. Hang on.
I said shampoo for everybody, son. I said it's the best thing for America.
The states requested, 7 states requested.
Need an arc?
Hang on.
I know a guy. You jerk, Dave Glass.
Is that we should have had a review as requested by the states.
No bump drunk.
Tim, thank you very much.
Man, he's 9 going on 6. This isn't live. I watched it last night. I love this. I knew this shit was alive. I knew they were full of shit.
We've had a chat.
I hate it. This is why be lied to. It's so simple not to be lied to. Why do you have to lie about it? It could have come out last night. Why couldn't they just say it was last night? They got to say it was today.
Was 2 things. Number one, a massive graph.
Number one, you're full of shit. Damn it, I hate that shit. Well, I guess it's not his fault when it was let out, but damn it. I knew there was something wrong with this chat. These son of a bitch. Fox 18, you let me down. You let us all down. Wait, is this Fox 18 or just News 18? News 18, not Fox 18. Well, I was wondering what was with this check. So it was normally hustling and a bustling. If a cow don't give milk, is it a milk dud? Okay, I gotta leave this on just for the check. This is good stuff right now. Somebody says dud. Just straight up dud. Leave the milk out, girl. You're too close to home, girl. For my table fans, some people are making provocative noises. And they are also shouting from other places in my house. These people are not part of my family, and it is antisocial and punishable in Indian law. Yeah, so take that. Ganesh Gahash says that. So put that in your, whatever the hell he is. Somebody's really cracking some cases here. They said Elon Musk a genius. Wow. I don't know, dude. I don't think he's really accomplished much. So I'm not reading that one about the glove compartment. That's on you people. Lloyd, are you American? Then please act like you're American. Oh my dear sweet fancy Moses. Lloyd Braun. The Democrats cheated. World Traveler calling it like it is. Trump for world peace, says Jeannie. And I think it's weird. Oh, it says alcohol fried his brain, said. What a shame. Lloyd is a buttered noodle. Okay. Now it's getting ugly in here, people. It's getting ugly. Trump already trying to say he won, says Dave Glass. Now, Dave Glass, I've been with you so far, but of course he won already. Of course he's won already. What the hell is this guy yelling about? Are you drunk? Shut the What? That is not gonna just happen. Wait. Oh, it won't even let me rewind it. Son of a bitch! Oh, won't let me rewind. That's why, yeah. What the hell then? So it's live taped? Live taped?
Elon Musk, as you know, Tulsi Gabbard was a Democrat. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was a Democrat. Elon Musk
Dave
was a progressive Democrat.
Oh, red guy again.
Become awakened by the MAGA movement.
Damn right. Put that red guy back up.
Supporters of the MAGA movement.
Trump for your daughter's win, says short dude. Trump will make us proud again. Michelle. Michelle. Proud again, perhaps. Oh, only if Trump is in office. For all you youngsters out there, this is your brain on booze. Lloyd is chilling in the beer crisper. Someone put straight up felon, just felon right up. If you take millions of illegal aliens and give them the right to vote, that fundamentally deprives American citizens of their constitutional right to vote. TJ Vance. J.D. Vance. Man. Dumb guy drunk. Bannon is a warrior for good.
I'll repeat the question so people...
Come on, Bjorn Erickson. Why did he go to prison? Come on, do better. Why are you in this chat? You know what? Get the hell out. You know what? Get your shit, Bjorn, and get out.
I have no earthly idea about it. And all I know is President Trump...
Take your shit and go. Protect your ballot. Someone speaking up for a misdemeanor, y'all. They didn't say y'all, but I think it's important. Stole your donations, says short dude. I gotta say, I'm really bummed out about missing that drunk guy wanting a picture and everything. Do these Trump supporters think Trump has a magic wand that he's going to wave to fix everything one day? You know what, Terry Banks? No one really considered that wand situation, so I'll have to get back to you on that. But you know what? That's a really good question, and it has merit. Go vote for Trump with your friends today, don't you, Wendell? Stop naming Kamala Harris, Steve. It's free promo. Say other candidates. Oh, Stephen R. Paul, anyone else just getting a circle of death? You know what, Paul, that's a good question. Now we're talking. Now let's get somewhere with this chat. Now, Barbarella is portrayed as Mother of Jesus Christ. Barbarella is described as the first power, the glory, Barbarello, the perfect glory of aliens. Dear Lord, what is it? Did I just chant something terrible? You know what? I can't be reading that shit. What if that guy jumps out? You know who I'm talking about, Beetlejuice. I'm not going to say it. Keep saying it. You know who I'm talking about, though, Beetlejuice, right? Listen, I'm not saying it a third time. That guy is going to come out. It's going to get nuts in here. I can't. I already think I chanted some demon up from the depths on purpose and accident at the same time. See, what do we got here? We're tired of the lies. That's what they say. Playing games again, Paul. Garbage gal. See, when your name's Garbage Gal, I listen. You say garbage, I say gal. Garbage gal. Garbage gal. Vote Trump, America. America needs strong leader. I'm Bob Haberdick. Come, Barbello, come. Oh shit, I'm doing it again. Titanium gold, you are some kind of mystic. I didn't say Kamala. I was referring to Trump, says Terry Banks, who insisted we don't use names. Vance is a genius compared to Kamala and Walt's fact. Wow, Jenny B dropping bombs. Truth. The truth is in the house. Oh, she's pivoting worse than Hillary Clinton. Here we go. Hop your DeLorean, you crazy-haired fuck. Civil war down there this winter, says Lloyd Hillis. Bro, stop talking about stuff you don't really shouldn't talk about. He says, guys, listen, everybody, listen up. Whoever wins this election wins this election. And with that, you know, I think that's enough said right there. Enough said.